Resolve never to do anything which I should be afraid to do if it were the last hour of my life. The happiness of the creature consists in rejoicing in God, by which also God is magnified and exalted. The way to heaven is ascending. We must be content to travel uphill, though it be hard and tiresome, and contrary to the natural bias of our flesh. We ought to think ourselves happy in having such a God as we have. God is the highest good of the reasonable creature. Resolve to live with all my might while I do live. The end of the creation is that the creature might glorify its Creator. A true love to God must begin with a delight in His holiness. Nothing sets a person so much out of the devil's reach as humility. Seek not to grow in knowledge chiefly for the sake of applause and to enable you to dispute with others, but seek it for the benefit of your souls. Those who have least of the spirit of prayer are the poorest and weakest Christians. Nothing upon earth can represent the love of Jesus Christ to sinners. The enjoyment of God is the only happiness with which our souls can be satisfied. Resolve to ask myself, at the end of every day, week, month, and year, wherein I could possibly in any respect have done better. The soul is exceedingly ravished when it first looks on the beauty of Christ. Seek not to grow in knowledge for its own sake, but for the sake of living a godly life. God is the highest good of the reasonable creature. Resolve never to give over, nor in the least to slacken my fight with my corruptions, however unsuccessful I may be. There is no way that Christians, in a private capacity, can do so much to promote the work of God and advance the kingdom of Christ as by prayer. A true love to God must begin with a delight in His holiness. Resolve to exercise myself in this all my life long, viz., with the greatest openness I am capable of, to declare my ways to God, and lay open my soul to Him. Remember that pride is the worst viper that is in the heart, the greatest disturber of the soul's peace and sweet communion with Christ. It is better to enjoy God than all the world. Oh, that I may never loiter on my heavenly journey! If you are truly willing to be made nothing, Christ will make something of you. The happiness of the creature consists in rejoicing in God, by which also God is magnified and exalted. Be much in secret prayer. The way to heaven is ascending. We must be content to travel uphill, though it be hard and tiresome, and contrary to the natural bias of our flesh. The only happiness of the rational creature consists in rejoicing in God. God is the highest good of the reasonable creature. Resolve never to lose one moment of time, but to improve it in the most profitable way I can. To go to heaven fully to enjoy God is infinitely better than the most pleasant accommodations here. God is the highest good of the reasonable creature. We must know Jesus Christ more than we know our sin, corruption.